Hi, this is Mike from Kosmic Sound. Today in a very special video, we're down at Villa Nightclub and we're going to be looking at Pioneer's brand new DJM900 Nexus mixer. What you'll notice straight away is it looks a lot like a DJM900. They haven't deviated much from the traditional layout, but what we'll be going through today is some of the new amazing features that Pioneer have thrown in to make a new industry standard mixer. Under the hood, we have a 24-bit 96 kHz mixer with 32-bit DA to AD converters and 24-bit AD to DA converters. So the sound output quality has been inherited from the DJM900, which is one major step up on the 800. Further changes include a complete rework of the effects section with this brand new X-Pad. This is probably going to be the first thing you notice when you see the DJM900 as being a major difference. And some new effects here on the sound and color effects section as well. Another major feature of the DJM900 is that this mixer is a fully Tractor certified mixer. So that means you're going to get an 8-channel sound card built in, 4 inputs, 4 outputs via a USB connection at the top here. Gone is this simple latch switch at the top, and in place we have a rotary which allows you to choose up to 4 different input sources: digital, CD line, phono and USB. So what that really means is you'll be able to send some complex input and output routing to software such as Tractor, but you're not limited to Tractor. You could use Ableton or any other MIDI enabled DAW host. So today we've got this set up with Pioneer's CDJ900s, their flagship players. To get the most out of the mixer in its traditional format, it's best to have 2 record box enabled CDJs, such as the CDJ900 or 900, particularly with these 2 models because we can link them up via Ethernet cable here and basically have them all talking backwards and forwards to each other. First thing we can notice with that is when we have a player on air, we have Pioneer's proprietary glowing red jog dial at the top. But where the major benefits come in is with the effects section and the use with the record box software. What that'll enable you to do is send beat grid information that's been calculated by record box preemptively to and from the mixer. So for effects, particularly important because things like slip roll, melodic, echo and delays are all synchronized to the beat grid information that's being sent by the CDJ. Now the way that this is enabled is via the quantize button on the top right of the effects section on the DJM. So that is the quantize button with the little record box symbol to the right of it. Now this is going to give you 2 ways to use the traditional effects section on the DJM900. With the quantize on, we can use it standard DJM style by simply selecting an effect and hitting the on and off switch, and then with the level and depth control dialing it in. This will work fine, it'll all stay in time, and for some effects like the flanger or the echo, it can be really useful. But what really makes this an amazing mixer is when Pioneer throw in something like the X-Pad. The X-Pad gives you complete control of each effect just with your fingertips. So where this is a major advantage is when you have effects like slip roll, which are heavily beat reliant. The X-Pad is going to give you much more control over the intervals at which the beats happen and making sure that those intervals are always locked exactly on the beat. So if I dial in, say, half level and depth, leaving the master on and off switch switched off, I can choose effect, slip roll, and basically just start dialing in. And it's always going to stay perfectly in time. Another effect I've found to be particularly useful is the echo. Similar style of effect to the slip roll, as in it works in the same kind of intervals, but a much more subtle effect. So great for breakdowns and things like that, where you just want a slight little effect to bleed through. This makes use of the level and depth control again, but you can be a lot more liberal with how you blend that. Other new effects to this particular section include the spiral and melodic effect, which make great use of the quantize effect. These are all post-fader effects as well. So what you can actually do with those is dial in an effect, stop the track playing, and it will actually continue post-fader. You can then go on and continue to manipulate that effect with the X pad, even though nothing else is playing. Across the bottom of the 3-band EQs, you can see we have the color effects section, which is exactly the same as in the DJM900. So it'll work in exactly the same way. You can dial in effect by going high or low, which will affect the individual parameter. But there are new effects here in the sound color section. Gone is the harmonic effect from the color effects section. And in place we have the dub echo, space, noise, gate and compressor, along with our familiar filter and bit crusher as well. Now the noise is something that's come across from the DJM900. Apparently this one was by popular demand, but it's a really, really useful effect. Also post fader. So what we can actually do with the noise is generate noise on a blank channel with our low and high color. So for example, that in use combination with something like spiral we can create some awesome effects which sit outside of anything that's going on in our master mix. Up the top we have a general mic section with a combi jack, so that'll take an XLR or a 1/4 inch. We can plug up to 2 microphones here, and we have a 2-band EQ to control as well. Now earlier I mentioned the extensive input and output routing options that the DJM900 is designed to offer. And one of the major ones is generating an LFO, or a low frequency oscillator form. And this signal can be sent out to digital audio workstations such as Ableton or FL Studio or whatever you happen to use, and then that signal can be control the effect and then sent back through the mixer. So basically any effect that you have in your favorite or preferred computer or soft synth based instrument, you can take that parameter and have it used as an effect for any one of your tracks. And because this is also talking backwards and forwards with the mixer via USB, everything will be in sync again. So one of the biggest features though about the DJM900 is the fact that it's been fully Traktor certified. Basically how they've designed it is with club DJs in mind. So for DJs who are using Traktor in the clubs today, will be able to come in. They won't need to bring their audio interface. They should just be able to connect up via USB with this mixer. So they just bring their laptop with them. Other handy functions include the fact that you can use this to generate your timecode signals into Traktor, and then just use your CDJs to actually manipulate those. But the DJM900 is fully MIDI mappable. There are 61 fully assignable controls here. So with Traktor, you'll be able to set up just about anything to do anything within the software. So it does look a lot like a DJM900, but everything about this mixer is pure class. The build quality is phenomenal. We benefit from Pioneer's brand new proprietary P-lock fader system, so you won't be able to rip these faders off with ease. Gone are the days where you walk into a club and you'll find 2 or 3 of them actually missing. They feel great, and same with the crossfader. We've also got a type carbon rail crossfader here, which also has the P-lock fader on it. So basically everything here, and you'll be able to tell straight away as soon as you put your hands on it, this is a mixer that's designed to take years of abuse. Looking to the back of the mixer now, nothing too unfamiliar. We have our RCA inputs, so for your phono or CD turntables, 4 pairs in total. We have send and return to the right, or my right here, which is for any effects units you might have. master balanced outputs in the form of XLR. We have record out and master output in RCA form. We also have TRS booth outputs as well. So that's a total of 4 separate outputs, sorry. We have our Ethernet link. This is for hooking up your Ethernet switch for all your quantizing and record boxing. And in total, 4 inputs in coaxial digital format and 1 master output in digital format coaxial as well. Above that, we have our MIDI out in the standard 5-pin DIN format, and also mic input here, your secondary mic input here, just next to that. The Pioneer DJM900 Nexus mixer is brilliant in just about every way. Its familiar layout is not going to scare any DJ off for all those new club owners who are looking to maybe pick one up. But everything under the hood has really brought it up to speed with the latest digital trends. So input-output routing, tractor certification, everything is here to make most DJs happy. So if you'd like any more information on this mixer, or you'd like to get hands-on, come down and see us at Kosmic Sound, or go online to kosmic.com.au.